Hey everybody, y'all know I'm here. I'm at home. But I got a quick question for y'all. How do y'all feel about them making Section 8 a 2-year minimum thing? Like, do y'all think that that is just doing too much, or do y'all think that is exactly what they need? Me personally, I'm not on it. Never been on it. I don't plan on getting on it. Now, if I had to get on it, it is what it is. But hey, but I definitely think that that is needed for sure. Simply because there are people that's been on it for over 5 years, over 10 years, and they don't plan on getting off. So with that being said, y'all need to make room for the people who really need it. You know? I don't know though. That's just my little personal opinion about it.
There's a new bill proposed by the Trump administration that the maximum amount of time a person can get on Section 8 program will be limited to 2 years. I mean, what do you guys think about this proposal? I don't know how I feel about it because on the one hand, there is a lot of fraud within the program. An estimated 10% of the $40 billion program is being embezzled or being wasted. And that is $4 billion every year. That is a lot of money be wasted. On the other hand, the Section 8 program is helping a lot of low-income families to supplement their rent. And to be frank, without this program, I think a lot of people won't be able to afford to pay their rent with the cost of living and rent increasing every year. So maybe that's going to cause some instability. The other side of this argument is that that's going to push these people to find a second job or to be more productive. So that's going to increase productivity in the society. And I think it is kind of weird for some people to be on the Section 8 program for 5-10 years, because the original purpose of the Section 8 program is to give people a temporary relief for people to find a job and get back on their feet. Now you do have a large percentage of people just being on this program permanently and leeching off the program permanently. I do think that is an issue that needs to be addressed.
Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. If you have been on Section 8 for more than 10 years, the government is now requiring that you all pay that money back. If you don't pay it back, you have to go to jail.
What's funny to me is seeing people say, get off Section 8 and get a job, when they don't know that you can't even really qualify for Section 8 if you don't have a job. Not everybody on Section 8 is jobless. Most of the people on Section 8 have a job. They're taxpayers. So, for the ones who in my comments swearing they know some shit, talking about some, oh, she mad because she didn't get it. What to say? Oh, okay. But here you go. Here y'all go, since y'all want it so bad, since I'm ungrateful, since I don't want to depend on the government anymore, since I don't want them to do anything for me anymore. Here, take it, have it. Because I don't got to motherfucker let these motherfuckers keep doing that little portion for me. If I'm paying 80% of my rent, I might as well pay it off. Y'all talk about some, oh, Section 8 help you buy houses. Okay. If I knew that, I would have said that too. But nobody knew that. The fuck? Like, y'all be on this motherfucker thinking that y'all clocking tea and y'all really be drinking nothing but piss. But like I said, here y'all go. Y'all want it? Here, come and take it. Be controlled, be limited to incomes and everything else, because that's all you're going to get being on Section 8, love, besides them help.
Okay, so it's on the CNN News. So the month of November, they told all the southern states to hold back Section 8 and their EBT benefits, okay? So that means that no Thanksgiving and no Christmas, okay? So therefore, you know what? Whoop-de-doo, okay? Whoop-de-doo. Because let me tell you something, American people. It was only supposed to have been a temporary thing, okay? I'm hearing people all up on this internet here talking about some, oh, what they're going to do. They was getting $4,200 a month. Oh, what they was going to do. They was getting $1,200 a month in food stamps. Oh, what? But they all on iPhones. You're on iPhones. You're on Android. That's a luxury, okay? To the government, that's a luxury, okay? To the government, you're not supposed to have cable, okay? To the government, there's a lot of things that was not prioritized right, on Section 8, because Section 8, you're not was supposed to be on it for 20 years, okay? To get food stamps, you're not was supposed to get food stamp for 17 years. I hear one lady said that she had one child starting on it, but she got 6. How did you do that? Okay, I can understand maybe 1 or 2, the second one slipped out, but you know, you had another 4 more. So my thing is, you don't get no sympathy for people like that, because my thing is, then I hear a lady that was in a wheelchair and she's sympathetic, but then she got 8 children. How you do that? How you lay down in the bedroom and you get 8 children and you're in a wheelchair? I don't understand. So my thing is, it was only supposed to be temporary, okay? So what you got to do, okay, because back in the days, we didn't have no Hot Pockets. Back in the days, we didn't have all this extra foolishness, juices up on the refrigerator, all kinds of cereals. Okay, you got to go back to the basics. You got to go back to oatmeal, and you got to go back to cornflakes, okay? Rice and chicken never gets old, okay? You're going to have to go back to cinnamon sugar on buttered toast. You got to go back to the basics. You got to go back to evaporated milk and sugar. That's your milk right there, honey, and put some little sweetener in it. And that's what you got to go back to. You got to go back to the basics. Grilled cheese and tomato soup. That never gets old, okay? You got to go back to Spam sandwiches. You got to go back to liverwurst, and you got to go back to those type of meats and stuff by the bulk, okay? Sardines and cans never get old, and crackers. You've got to go back to the basics, okay? So this is why you're not getting a lot of sympathy from American people, because we've been trying to get it out of the mud. Some of us only have $300 to $500 to last us to the next payday, and we got to divide that into 14 days, and we got to make it do what it do, okay? So that's why you're not getting a lot of sympathy from people who have to work, because we're paying for that. We're paying into that for you guys to live a life of luxury. I've seen people with see my nails. I do my nails myself because I cut that out because I'm trying to do some other things. I'm trying to work within myself and saying, Tina, what can you cut out to go ahead and save your pennies in the bank? Because I'm a saving woman. You understand me? So my thing is, this is why you're not being a lot of sympathy from the working class, is because we've got to get it out of the mud ourselves. The government ain't helping us. We're feeding into the system so you can have a better life. That's why, okay? All right, God bless.
So I'm hearing that they're supposed to be doing away with Section 8. I don't know how true that is, but if it is true, it's about time. We got too many people that's taking advantage of the system. Too many people sitting around doing absolutely nothing. And guess what? We tired of it. Us working people are paying for you to sit around and do nothing. So while we out working 2 and 3 jobs, busting our chops and missing time away from our family, y'all at home chilling. Y'all up on the new Jordans, all the new clothes, all the new gadgets and gadgets, all the jewelry, all the bling, and all our hard-working money is going to food in the house and bills. We can't even spend that money on ourselves. More time at work than it is at home. It's not fair. It's time to get up, y'all. If you ain't disabled, if you have 2 working hands and 2 working feet, you gonna get up and you gonna get to work. It's the harsh reality.
Y'all, this lady was up here crying about her food stamps. I feel so sorry for her. You know, it is people out here that really need their stamps, man. I mean, this don't make no sense. She asking for a little change. I gave her $5. I told her I don't really keep cash on me like that, but I had $5 on me. Hopefully somebody else will come out and give her something, because she says she don't know what she gonna do without her food stamps. She says she only get $28. I say, well, ma'am, but what are you about to talk? I say, ain't trying to be funny, but $28 really lasts you a whole month? She said, yeah, because she get noodles and bread and stuff. Dang, it's bad, man. I hope somebody help him.
Oh my God. Bro, what the? I'm not going in there.
Oh, hell no. Alright, so I evicted my tenant about 15 days ago. I had to wait 10 days to let them get their shit out. I don't know what the fuck they did in there, but we about to find out.
This lady is getting kicked off Section 8. She got 6 kids, and she has to pay $1,100 in a day. I guess she ain't worked a job in like 13 years, and she said she's not going to go work a job, but she has 6 kids, and she was on Section 8, and her landlord came and told her, like, hey, by the 1st, you need to come up with $1,100 because they're no longer covering your Section 8. $1,100 by the next day is insane. But also saying that you will never go back to work again is even more crazy, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do for my family. I feel like it gets to a point. I feel like at that point you're kind of abusing the whole purpose of Section 8. I feel like it's a temporary thing, not a permanent thing. And the fact that she was on there for 13 years is just like, okay. Granted, 6 kids is a lot. But within those 13 years, there should have been some type of plan or some type of end game to like getting your life back on track. You know what I mean? I don't want to judge anybody's situation because I know things happen, stuff happens, but 13 years and then to turn around and say, I'm not going to ever work a job is like, okay. Because I don't even have kids and I can't get on Section 8 and I can't get food stamps and I can't get all of these assistance things, but I work every single day, day in and day out. So it's just kind of like to just see somebody get on this app and be like, oh yeah, I'm not going to ever work. Like, it's kind of a slap in the face.
Listen, before y'all get on here and argue with me, because I try to get his sister together, I'm not arguing with nobody that has a voucher or nobody that's defrauding the system. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Now I could keep going if she want to keep going. I could just call a state too. Okay, because I think if your mom if somebody got a Section 8 voucher, I think only the people on the voucher are supposed to be staying there. I don't think it's supposed to be a whole bunch of different people. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, but what I'm not gonna do is go back and forth with you when I'm gonna just call a state on you. I'm just not gonna do it. Like I'm not. You're not gonna come on my phone. You're not gonna harass me. You're not gonna do any of that. Okay. Especially when I'm funding your stay. You're just not going to do it. When you're committing government fraud. We're just not going to do it. Okay? So it's just important to remember before y'all get online and y'all come at people or before you text people's phones or you try to harass them or let your brother or anybody put a battery in your back, make sure that y'all don't need the state. Make sure that you're following all the guidelines. Okay? All right. Thanks. Have a good day.
The times we living in now made me think about what my mom did when they went through the recession in the early 2000s, right? Like, we lost our food stamp. I'm a Section 8 baby, okay? So she dead ass got the idea in her head was, let me get this job at Pizza Hut and be a delivery driver. But my kids got to eat, so I'm going to start calling in fake orders and steal the fake orders and take it to my kids. When I tell y'all, for them next couple of months, we would stuff crust, calzone, apple pie, hot wing down. And I didn't get it. And I remember my sister calling my mom and she was just complaining like, Mom, what we gonna eat? We ain't got nothing in the house. All we got is a pantry full of shit that's about to expire. What we gonna do? And my mom was like, hold on. And I remember her coming to the door with like 3-4 boxes of pizza, hot wings, and little apple pies at the time. And she used to call me and be like, Darren, you want a calzone? I'm like, fuck, yes, I want a calzone. And I didn't go without a calzone for a minute. And I remember she left the job because she got robbed at gunpoint. Somebody stole pizza from her. She left. And I was like, damn it. Then she got a job at Walmart. And we were up.
Okay, Section 8 new update. So, if you've been on Section 8 for over 2 years, you should be getting a letter around October because the head of HUD and housing said that if you already been on there over 2 years, then you're going to get a letter stating that you have to be cut off. So they're not waiting and giving you January 26th to January 28th. They're not doing that. They cutting everybody that's been off already for 2 years off. Wow, this is crazy. This changes everything. Whoo, prepare, y'all. Prepare. Because I've been trying to tell y'all. You know, this is for able-bodied people. Disabled people, you still get to be on there, seniors and disabled people. But if you're able-bodied, you are getting cut off. If you've been over there already over 2 years, they cutting you off and they going to send you a letter. You're going to get it around October, November. I think October, they said. It's a wrap. Wow. It's happening. I tried to tell you.
There are major changes coming to Section 8 housing starting with October 1st, 2025 that will affect millions of Americans, and here is everything you need to know about it. My name is Diana. I'm a realtor in California and I talk all things real estate. Please share and save this video. Congress is planning on cutting 43% of the federal housing assistance, and this will affect millions of Americans. Instead of HUD running that voucher program nationwide, they will send those funds to the state in the form of block grants, which means that every state will decide how to spend those funds. But it's a smaller amount of funds, so that means that fewer people will be able to get the assistance. One of the most controversial parts about this program is there is a 2-year max time limit on this program for everyone that's able to work. Now, there is a major contract to right now, which the average family stays on this program for about 6 years, even if they're able to work. A lot of the supporters of this bill are pointing out that a lot of people are taking advantage of this program and sucking the resources that could be used for someone that actually needs them. But let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Be careful of accounts like this. There are no pictures, there are no videos, and all of a sudden, you're brave enough to say, I'm illegal and I get Section 8. It's been 3 years now. I also get $1,700 in SNAP. Crazy. No one, if this was true, no one's going to come on here and actually say that. People are actually creating accounts and spreading misinformation to validate the stories that a particular red party is spreading. Exhibit fucking A. It's disgusting. You need a job. You need a fucking life. And truly, it's really disappointing to see how shitty people are. That's it. It's just shitty.
Let's be honest here. Listen, y'all folks done worked on my nerves about this old food stamps and Section 8 nonsense. Get a job. That's the answer. I'm finna do you like I gotta do the kids at the schoolhouse. Get a job. Job. Okay? Get a job. Go on and get you the job. Okay? They done raised minimum wage, goddamn, for whatchamacallit, McDonald's. They done raised it in certain states. They done raised it. Go on over there and get you a job. I've been working since I was 16. I'm medically retired from one profession and still got a job. I don't have to if I don't want to, but I'm still working. And you a lifetime member over there working on everybody's line and phone, crying about you not being on the Section 8 and getting your food stamps. You down to the stamp office working on them folk nerves, talking about the shutdown. On the TikTok, crying and carrying on. I'm coming from work right now. And even with me being retired, times is hard. Everybody's struggling. All the retired folks and carrying on, they may have to get them a little second job. But you don't see us crying. We get to work. We go find us a little part-time job that's going to work. And you know what I do? When I need a little change right now and the paycheck ain't hit, get in your car, make it work. Go dash. That's what I do. I ain't ashamed. I go work for it. That's what's wrong with these folks. Them same folks that was on the Carnival cruise acting a damn fool. You got the Carnival cruise money. You got to get on the cruise, act a fool, make it bad for the ones who really want to enjoy the cruise. You ain't got no job. You got just enough money to make sure you get on the damn boat, but you ain't got no excursion money. I'm trying to tell you, working on my nerves. Y'all done messed it. I'm still pissed about that. Y'all done messed it up for the ones who actually can afford to get on the damn boat and enjoy. It's them Section 8 folks on there talking about they going. Y'all done been on more vacations than the ones that earn vacation time. And it ain't coming fast enough for me. That's all I'm saying. I can't take it. It's just got y'all done worked on my nerves now. Go get a job. It's that simple. Like, I'm trying not to cuss. Just go get a job. It's that simple. Go find work.
Did y'all hear what Trump said? He said you only getting 2 years to be on this Section 8. Now, I don't think he wrong at all, because most of you guys are abusing it. You've been on Section 8 for 10 years, 11 years, 12 years, 20 years. Let somebody else who actually need it. Because most of y'all don't even, y'all abusing it. I'm talking about the ones, not everybody. I'm talking about the ones that's on it and don't work, don't want to work. And then the ones that's on it and then do work. You know, you calling your boss and telling your boss to falsify that paperwork. Yeah, paperwork. But Trump said the gig is up. That's why it's important to have a good old man if you don't want to work. Pay your bill. 100% of the bill. And if he's your boyfriend, he's staying there, put another bill on him. But Trump said the gig is up. Now, look, he ain't wrong. 2 years, and that's it. Y'all argue down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about it.
I don't know, man. I think on the one hand, a lot of these people really need the Section 8 program in order to pay their bills and their rent. On the other hand, you could make the argument that the Section 8 program was invented in the first place to give them a social safety net that they could fall back on and to give them a temporary transition period. But now you do have people just leeching off of the program and being on it for over 10 years, and they have absolutely no plans of getting off the program one day and finding a job that can pay their own rent. So I do think some changes and improvements on the program are necessary. I don't know what amount of changes is appropriate because you can't just kick everyone off the program. What do you guys think about this?